Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video I'll be making the largest investment ever on my broke to billions account for one single vehicle. In front of me here we have the Oppressor. This is an amazing motorcycle, and for many players still one of the most fun modes of transportation in the game. But there's a couple problems with the Oppressor. First of all, it can't fly or hover like the Sparrow or Oppressor Mark II. And the biggest problem is that I don't have the weapons unlocked because it's done through bunker research. And on my Broke to Billions account, I have not completed all of my bunker research. I have it passively going on in the background, but obviously I can't just skip through every stage. And because of that, it's a pain in the butt. So, I do not really have any use for my Oppressor apart from traveling across the map. The best weaponized mission grinding vehicle I own currently is the Sparrow. And the Sparrow is great, do not get me wrong. If you're a beginner, you need to get your hands on this helicopter. It has homing missiles, it has flares, and it can fly at almost 170 miles per hour, making it the fastest helicopter in the game and about 30 to 40 miles per hour faster than the Oppressor Mark II. But there are still downsides. It's a helicopter, which means you have to wait for the propellers to spool up before you're able to get it into the air. And it's also kind of challenging to land super quickly because of the fact you have to land it, wait for the props to turn off, hop out. It's very easy to start smoking. The Oppressor Mark II in general is the best grinding vehicle in the game for quality of life, transportation, and everything else, especially when you're in the city. And that is why today I am finally footing the bill to get my hands on the Oppressor Mark II. It has definitely been a journey getting up to this point, and you can see I do have the trade price. If you do not have the trade price for the Oppressor, get it. Do not buy this vehicle without the trade price. To get it, you just have to do 5 client jobs in the Terabyte. It's going to take you maybe an hour and a half, and it's going to shave $2 million off the price tag. It is 100% worth the time put in. Make sure you take advantage of that. But not only does the Oppressor Mark II cost me $6 million, but I also had to buy the Terabyte with the upgrade station, so another $2 million. Not only that, I also have to either own the garment factory or the nightclub, which is another $2 million. So just getting the Oppressor Mark II has cost me over $10 million at this point, and that's without even adding in the upgrades, which is kind of crazy. But trust me, it's definitely a purchase worthwhile making. Now, when should you purchase the Oppressor? That is the big question. As you'll notice, my account, I've already purchased a lot, right? I own large warehouses. I own 3 large warehouses, which I've been grinding passively. I own a vehicle warehouse. I own a nightclub. I own the car wash and the other 2 properties that come with it. A salvage yard, an auto shop. I own basically everything that you can name. And the reason why I've purchased all of these things, including a boatload of vehicles in my garages, is very simple. It's because at the end of the day, the Sparrow does do most of the grinding the Oppressor does. And because of that, I didn't need the Oppressor. But now that I've already purchased most of the businesses in the game, it is definitely a worthwhile purchase to now finally own this vehicle. And that would be my recommendation for anybody that is planning on purchasing the Oppressor Mark II, is get all the basics you need first. Get your hands on all the businesses, get all the money, earning potential, and then get this. Because 90% of the things you can use a Sparrow for are going to be just as effective as using an Oppressor. So let's upgrade the armor. Let's put on countermeasures. A lot of people don't know which of the 2 they like better, flares or chaff. Chaff, I never know how to pronounce it. I go with flares personally. It is more expensive, but it's definitely worth it. You can shoot flares, and each one of them distracts a homing missile. So it's just a little bit nicer, in my opinion, to have flares. Oh, my voice died. We have engine block. Doesn't really change anything. We'll just leave stock engine block. We got some engine tunes. We've got lights. Put on xenon. We got some livery options. You can't even really see the liveries, can you, on this? I don't even have like 90% of them. These are, yeah, in the bunker as well. Gotta love bunker research. The good news is that weapons are not done from the bunker when it comes to the Oppressor Mark II. So just like that, we have homing missiles. I know there's some people that like the explosive MG, but I've never really enjoyed it, so I'm not going to be using the explosive MG. Apart from that, that's basically it. We're just going to respray the Oppressor. What is my crew color? We don't need a pink one. What we can do is chameleon. That's one of the few advantages of GTA Plus is you get really, really cool paint jobs. So we'll go with a chameleon, and then we can choose a secondary color. Let's do something goofy like chrome. There you go. We got a chameleon chrome oppressor. And then we do have the livery options, but honestly, I don't even need the liveries for the most part. I think we'll just leave it the way it is. You know what? Urban Warrior looks fine. There you go. Let's hop out of our Terabyte. There you have it. We now have our fully upgraded Oppressor Mark II on my Broke to Billions account. So what exactly does the Oppressor do? Let's say you're a beginner, you're watching today's video, and you're questioning what the Oppressor does and why it's so good. Well, first thing I should clarify, you cannot use this in any missions. Now, that's not free roam. You can use this in any free roam mission. So security contracts, payphone hits, anything like that, grinding for heists, you can use this. However, if you actually go into a lobby-based mission, you will not be able to spawn the Oppressor. Neither will you the Sparrow, but that is something I should clarify just in case you're wondering. What you can use the Oppressor for is grinding or, more importantly, dealing with enemy players. I know a lot of people use the Oppressor for griefing, and that's why it has a very, very bad stigma around it. But I actually use it to anti-grief, because there's a lot of people which do try griefing you. And being able to go right into the interaction menu, go to service vehicles, scroll to Terabyte, and request my Oppressor Mark II, instantly, this allows me to not have to worry about griefers, because I can just pull it out and start firing homing missiles. Now, the Oppressor, if I'm not mistaken, holds 20 homing missiles. It does have flares. It shoots 2 instead of 4 like the Sparrow, but it does still have flares, and the best part about it is the maneuverability. I mean, you can turn this thing around on a dime, and it has a speed boost allowing you to get in and out of danger very quickly. Really, the only situation you're going to use the speed boost and need it is when you're getting on your Oppressor. Let's say there's somebody trying to blow me up and I'm really, really, scared. When you get on your Oppressor, what's great is that the instant you get on it, you can immediately rocket boost up to top speed and then be in the action. And that's kind of what I think the purpose of it is. Apart from that, there's only one other trick that I should mention with the Oppressor. Normally, if you're just flying with the Oppressor, as you can see holding accelerate, you're going to go 108 miles per hour, just like it says on the speedometer there. However, if you press RB, which is the handbrake, it's going to increase your speed to actually 130 miles per hour. You'll notice that there's fins on the side of the Oppressor. You can see those fins that are kind of extended right now. If I press RB, it detracts those fins. And when you do that, it increases your speed. So all you have to do is hold handbrake, and then you can fly around like normal. You can still go up, you can still go down. And it'll increase your speed by about 10%, which is actually really nice. In general, the Oppressor's great, and I'm very happy to have finally gotten it on my account. I've spent a lot of time and a lot of money grinding. I mean, you can see that I have ground over 170 million, so this is definitely not even close to my first purchase, but definitely one of the most important. If you guys want to keep up to date and learn how I've been able to grind so much money on my Broke to Millions account, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!